Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Slope Podcast. Hey, it is your weekly podcast on the Sakamichi series idol groups. That's going to be Nogizaka46, Sakurazaka46, and Hinatazaka46, Season 5, Episode 40. I'm surprised we did 40 episodes this year. This week we had lots of news to talk about, a lot of sad news, some goodbyes coming out from Hinatazaka46, a new Instagram account from the Sakamichi series idol groups, and a drama casting. But before we get into all of that, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimu Tweets, and I'm joined as always with my friend, my fellow host. We have Josh, Mr. Josh Box.
Hello, 40 episodes. It's quite a feat.
Crazy.
You know? How many seasons? 5 seasons?
5 seasons, yeah. And our first season was
100
actually
episode?
was 100 episodes. So it was really 2 seasons if you think about it.
Yeah, if you think about it,
Right.
veteran podcasters right here. Doesn't seem like it by experience, technically.
Yeah. It's why I'll never, if anybody ever asks me how long I've been podcasting, I'll never give them a clear-cut answer, because they'll be like, "Oh, so you've been doing this for 6 years, coming on 7? You gotta have like a good following." And I'm like, I have a following.
This is true. I have a following.
I have a following.
Yeah.
Anyways, how are you, Mr. Box?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got to meet up, and that's always a good time.
Yeah, we were in LA this weekend. Well, I was up in Irvine hanging out with some friends, and then Saturday we met up, kind of like around Pasadena. Our boy Tron was in town, linked up to do some wedding prep stuff with him, and was able to grab lunch.
Yeah.
You guys had dinner the next day as well, if I from just judging from your social medias.
Yeah, I had some Korean barbecue the next day.
Damn it! There's you know that like meme of like a mosquito flying, and then you clap it, and then it keeps. Oh, I finally got it. Yeah. Finally got that bitch. Anyways, but yeah, I was I wouldn't say FOMO. It was I definitely like was already back in San Diego by the time you guys were getting dinner, so it was like not gonna happen. But looked good though. It looked really good.
And you could have gone. Corp would have paid for you.
Ah, shit.
No, it was good.
Yeah. It looked very good. But yeah, what else have you been up to, Mr. Box?
Nothing much really. Right now it's kind of like a lull.
Yeah, coming into the holiday season. Yeah,
exactly.
Holiday season. You have a lot of work to catch up on though. All right,
I do have a lot of work to catch up on.
A lot of well, I mean, I'm sure work from coming back from vacation, but also lots of videos from your vacation. Speaking of, the first one is now live on our YouTube channel.
Oh, look at that. Check it out.
Yeah. Well, you want to tell the people a little bit about what it is?
Yeah, so I was able to interview the idol group Manacle. If you aren't familiar with them, they are a Chica idol group who are more of a music group now. They're like teetering the line. And it's interesting because we've actually interviewed 2 of the members before. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see that 2 of them look familiar. Hina, who was in one of our videos before, and then Ray, who's in like 5 of our videos. So we definitely are very experienced with some of the members, and the rest of the members are new. So if you aren't caught up with the lore, I recommend keeping up with the lore and then having this one as like the brand new one to like catch up, because it's been like 5 years since we last talked to her.
Yeah. I think the most recent video we have with Ray was from the last time you went to Japan, right?
Exactly. 5 years. Crazy.
Yeah. So
go ahead and check that out. It's interesting.
Yeah. So we originally met 2 of those members when they're part of the group Necronomidal, right? Necronomidal. Obviously things happened. They've split up. Some of the members formed a new group called Manacle. So definitely check out the videos with Necronomidal from back in the day. as
Mhm.
well. And if you really like those, you can now have a video with Manacle, right? Group featuring
Yeah.
two of the members, as well
JPop.
as we have videos with Isiliel, aka
Uh-huh.
Himari. All right. If
Uh-huh.
you just were if you were a big Necro Gnome Idol stan and you just want to
Yeah.
keep up with their
You'll see where everyone got divided.
yeah yeah. But it's cool. It's cool that we're able to kind of keep in touch with both respective sides of that split, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
How was it catching up? Did Ray and Hina actually remember you, or they're like,
It's
oh,
that's actually
some dude
funny.
again?
That's funny because Ray
Mm-hmm.
immediately recognized me.
Mm.
Well, of course, we met her like 5 different times and, like, interviewed
Right. Yeah.
and made different videos. But then Hina, like, I was like, "Oh, hey, it's been a long time." And she's like,
Just like,
"Oh,
oh, we've
it's been a
met.
long time." No, she's like, like, playing it off, like, "Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a long time." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, like, it's been, like, almost 5 years or, like, 6 years or something." And she's like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, in America." She's like, "Oh, yeah, I only went to America once." And I was like, "Yeah, we made that video together." She's like, "Video together." And I was like, "Yeah, it was the game." And, like, I saw her eyes and, like, her brain was, like, slowly
Yeah.
turning.
The
Like,
gears
"Oh, yeah,
turning.
yeah." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I do remember." That was pretty funny.
That's cute.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. Definitely check that out. We got lots of other videos coming out, right, from various other
Yeah,
groups as well that you're able to link up with. Any
yeah.
teasers, anything you want us to look out for, Mr. Box?
Um, yeah, there's how many interviews? There's 1, 2, like, 7 interviews total,
Mm.
and
Okay.
3 fun videos.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, look forward to that. One of the groups I was very lucky to get. Things just lined up,
Mm.
so look forward to that one. Chat will probably know who the group is, like, without me even like they won't have to look up the name, they'll know who it is.
Do I know who this is?
You know who this is.
Do I?
Yes. If I showed you the picture, you'd know.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. I'm like curious now. Is it something I just forgot about, dude? I'm gonna go start like scouring through our emails again, dude. Just what is this?
I'll just say things that lined up conveniently.
Okay. Our producer wants you to drop who in the staff chat, dude.
Okay. I'll put the picture.
Okay. But
You guys have seen it already, so I don't know why you guys are like, "Who is this?"
yeah, but because you're being vague. I mean, I get it. You're being vague for chat, not to us. But because of that, now I don't know who you're talking about. And I'm very curious who you're talking about, dude. Um,
Okay, I'll
but
post it.
anyways, uh, yeah, dude. Look forward to that. You speaking of Isiliel earlier. I know this isn't really like necessarily a bump, but this is just something a little cool happening, right? You help produce some idol merch, Mr.
Oh, yeah, I
Box.
forgot about that. Good plug, Jimmy. Um, yeah, so I helped with some pictures that got turned into an acrylic stand, which was a interesting offer. So, we set up a shoot and we took a couple pics. I'll update them on my Instagram, my photography Instagram. So if you want to see the full ones, go ahead and check it out there. But if not, you can check out the Cilio link and see the merch there.
Yeah, dude. I know. I'm like, dude, I thought a Sakamichi group would be the first one I bought an acrylic stand for, but now I'm like, shit, dude. Do I buy an Aciliel acrylic stand, dude? Be like, my boy shot that, dude. My boy shot that.
This is mine.
It's just funny, dude, because look, I get it. People are always going to be critical. Um and it's kind of lame that I'm the one living vicariously through you, but it is what it is. My boy's putting in the work. That's what matters. I just remember, we would go in on our photo book discussions, especially when one gets announced, we'd say our thoughts, right? And ultimately that's all it is. It's our opinion.
Yeah.
But people would get very upset, right? Oh,
What do you mean?
yeah. You don't know what you're talking about. You're never gonna take photos of idols anyways. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter.
I like
Yeah.
how that comment always sticks out to you. Like you always mention that one comment.
Because every time my boy takes a photo of an idol, I'm like, there it is.
Prove them wrong.
There it is.
Prove them wrong.
Proving them wrong. Proving them wrong. Nah, it's all good.
Okay, this is the first active idol I take pictures of.
Yeah. But it's cool, man. You're putting in the work. You're making connections, and I'm excited to see where things continue to develop and go from here, dude.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
same.
hopefully next year we can do even cooler content. Not to say that the content this year isn't cooler, but that's the goal, right? Is to keep on
Ramp it up.
ramping up. Hopefully next year we can both go to Japan at the same time. Really
Oh, there we go.
increase our production just by the fact of having two people
Yeah.
instead of Mr. Box struggling with all of his gear.
Carrying it up those train stations.
Sheesh. Nah, I appreciate, dude. I appreciate all the work you put into this channel, and most of all, I appreciate everyone who helped support us to make this content. Right. I think this is the first time we've really been able to have a budget while producing video for this
Yeah, true.
for this channel, right? Usually, I'm not usually, it is up until now anyways, always been funded out of pocket by us, and Boy, when he was more active with the channel, all the gear we use, we bought ourselves. So it gets kind of rough because it's like I already sank so much money into gear. How are we gonna afford like studio space, things like that? Obviously the Twitch subs up until now and the donos have really helped, but the
Best to
for
keep the
this,
lights
right?
on.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, for this, having everyone's support really helped. It means a lot.
Yeah, definitely helped.
All
Now you'll
right.
see the rewards of it.
But that's the channel. This podcast though, we cover, I mean, it's all idols, but we cover specific group of idols on this podcast. It's going to be the Sakamichi series idol groups. You know what that means? It means Nogizaka46, Sakurazaka46, and Hinatazaka46. All right. So let's get into some of the news about that, right? A little bit lighter of a news week, but we still got some news to get into.
Oh, let's get into it.
Yep. So first off with Hinatazaka46, a little bit of some sad news to start. First of all, as you guys know, last weekend was the Ushio Sarina graduation. That Friday night I was at my friend's place up in Irvine, but we were hanging out watching I think La La Land or something, and then I happened to check the Discord and I saw there was a stream, so I hopped in there for a little bit, but obviously I was with people, so I was like, okay, I can't really
Give the
stay in
wallflower.
here.
They don't know I'm watching Ushio Sarina grad
yeah. But yeah, so she graduated. So this is a special campaign that they are doing with Hinatazaka46 message. If you guys watched a couple episodes back, I talked about the Habu graduation campaign. This is very similar to that. So there is a special template you can use. You can, a little Ushio template, write her a letter, tell her, Otsukare-sama deshita, really give her your thank you message, right?
Yeah.
And then this is for anybody sub to Ushio, you'll get a little video message of thank you from her. And then for people who have been subbed for over a year, what is it? You will have you'll receive a letter. All right. So you'll get a letter, and then what is it? You'll also be entered in a lottery
Is that
to get like a handwritten yeah, so it's exactly the same thing.
Okay.
It's exactly the same thing. So yeah, so if you were over south for over a year, good luck. Hope you get the that special bonus real letter, dude. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I was very salty because the way it works for if you're in America, right? For on iPhone, anyways, you can't really um you can't just auto charge to your card, right?
Mhm.
You have to buy a Japanese iTunes gift card, um, and then use that to load into your account, and then it just uses that, right? So once that's up, you have to buy another gift card to refill, and then it'll automatically drop from that. It's not the biggest deal, but it there was one period of time where my my gift card got used up, and I was just too fucking lazy to buy another one. I was like,
Mm.
do it later, do some other. So I didn't like resub for like a couple months, and so because of that, I am actually ineligible, dude, for the Habu one. So salty, but
So
hopefully,
accumulatively, you have more than a year though, right?
yeah. But I think it's
Uh, They should just count that, like how much you have accumulative.
it is what it is. I think it's based on date. So yeah, I mean it is what it is. And for people who are big Sarina fans, good luck with that. So yeah, like I said, if you have the if you I think if you're just subbed for over a year, you'll get like a pre-written letter, and then if you and then five random people out of that group will be drawn for lottery to get the handwritten letter. So very rare, but it would be cool. It would be cool.
Yeah,
So
imagine you get it. Then you
yeah,
sell
dude.
on Yahoo Auctions.
No, no, Mr. Box. Anyways, let's keep moving. We've got some more sad news to talk about.
Oh,
Probably the saddest news this week. We have not just a graduation, but a withdrawal from from Hinatazaka46. This is going to be the fourth gen member Kishi Honoka. She
oh,
was on hiatus since about October,
yeah.
but announced on her blog that she has withdrawn. That she would be withdrawing from activities. Right. So what this means is it's an immediate pullout. Right. No graduation type ceremonies, no
Mhm.
farewell things.
From
She's
this
not going to
moment
finish
out.
out any promotions.
Yeah.
She's just out. Um, yeah, this is very. I don't know. It's a big bummer, man.
Mhm.
Um,
One of the faces I
I
recognized.
yeah, she was cute. I actually really liked her. She had some very strong fans in the Discord. So anytime you have a lot
Yeah.
of people who are strong supporters of them, you end up seeing them more, and you kind of build more
Yeah, yeah.
attachment very quickly, right?
Mhm.
Um, I gotta say, man. Obviously, we don't know the reason, right? We don't know for sure the reason,
Mhm.
but from what I can glean, what I can gather, and what it just seems, what a lot of members brought up, it's this has been being a member of the group has really taken a mental toll
Mm.
on her, and I gotta say, fuck the haters, dude. I know this is nothing new coming from me, and I generally try to be kind of a hippie, but God, if you are wasting your time typing hate messages on fucking twitter.com, you can eat my ass, dude. You know what I mean? Like some like I get every idol gets it, and I'm kind of annoyed because every time I bring this up, somebody inevitably tries to downplay it, like, oh, it's just part of the business. I get that, I do, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be
Mhm.
accepted as a
Mhm.
norm. Um, and I think the honestly, as someone who at the very least casually follows all three Sakamichi groups, the amount of hate that gets thrown at Hinata's fourth gen, I think out of the three new gens is disproportionately the most.
Really?
Yeah. I very rarely see a lot of hatred towards the other groups. But for fourth gen, I see a lot, not just Kishi, but other members as well. Fucking people calling them like ugly and shit like that. Um, like Japanese fans and shit like that, right? And it's like, I don't know, some of them are getting really fucking bold about that shit. Like directly quote retweeting Hinatazaka46, being straight up in their replies and shit like that. And you know, if you're just on your own fucking Twitter feed complaining to two people, I don't give a fuck, dude. I still think you're lame as hell, but whatever. But like,
Uh-huh.
if you're out there quote retweeting them and like fucking being in their replies and shit like that, like you're fucking pathetic, dude.
Yeah, it's just
You know
pathetic.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I'm getting so fed up with this shit, but it's frustrating because like obviously it's like what can we really do? You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. Like I want to be a civilized person, but I think it's gone past that. If I ever find any of these people in the streets, it's like on site, dude. I'm throwing hands, bro. You
Meeting
fucking
them at the bookstore.
yeah, dude. Meet me at the bookstore, all right? Like, dude, it's so. I have zero respect for people who just like hate on Twitter, dude. Like you
Oh, yeah,
guys,
yeah, yeah.
because it's like how many times do people have to say that there are real life consequences for this shit? You know, like it's not harmless. It's not fucking harmless. But then people like, you know, like it always gets pushed to this point, you know, and it's like,
Yeah, and then,
yeah,
in front of them, they would never say anything.
right, yeah, yeah, they're just fucking pathetic losers, dude.
Yeah,
You know, like you see them
they've
in
lost, like, the
IRL.
human ability of, like, recognizing, "Oh, I'm a Imma get beat up if I say this out
Yeah,
loud."
yeah. It's just, oh, it makes me so angry. Like the fact is that this is like that. This isn't even the worst that could have happened. All right, and because this is pretty fucking bad that a member has gone on hiatus and then eventually and then full on withdrew from the group, right?
Mm,
But like worse shit has happened. And like how many times is worse shit happening? Like how many times did it have to fucking happen for people to learn their fucking lesson? You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like I don't know, man. It's exhausting. I like it, honestly, if you want to be a hateful person, just make a private fucking Twitter, dude. It's not that hard. All right. I'd still think you're
Mhm.
pathetic, but at least you're not hurting anybody. Right. But if you're
Yeah,
putting
and
that
they go
shit
out of their way
publicly
to
out there, yeah.
yeah, they go out of their way to actually go out there and, like, attempt to hurt people. It's like, bro, that's just scum, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, bro, I don't know. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna be honest with my feelings for about this a little bit because I've been really simmering on it for a while.
Mhm.
Like, so I forgive me if I'm not like the most politically correct, but you know, whoever's saying this shit is ugly as hell, bro. All right, and and like not to say that their looks should matter. You should just be a good person regardless. But you know, it's the most fucking busted ass like dude. You know, no fucking steez, no drip, you know, no fucking like hygiene sitting there saying that this fucking idol, right? Like the top 10 percentile of attractive people in a country, and they're sitting there like,
Mhm.
fucking ugly, dude. She's ugly. You know, like get the fuck
Uh-huh.
out of here, bro. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just so fed up, dude. That's really where I'm at with this, dude. I'm so fucking annoyed at this shit.
Mhm.
Like because the thing is, and I know that it's you know they're very like I shouldn't make it about their looks, right? Like I'm ugly too. I can't help it. I just
Jimmy, don't lie to yourself.
I just do better. I just have better things to do than to spend my time fucking hating on random ass people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a waste of breath,
mhm.
waste of time, waste of life, you know?
Like maybe if you like took the time to fucking brush your teeth, you'd learn to love yourself enough to not waste your time doing this shit, dude. Because it's literally you're like in a selfish way you're affecting other people's enjoyment, right? Because
Yeah,
like yeah,
yeah.
all the Honoka like all the Kishi Hono fans are suffering, but most of all, this a completely innocent person who's done absolutely fucking nothing to you is suffering because of this shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the end result, and it's like,
Yeah.
are you happy that everyone's sad? Like, how pathetic and low
Yeah.
you have to be of yourself to, like, get enjoyment from that?
Yeah, dude. I know we're preaching to the choir here, but I don't know, man. I just had to get it out more for my own sake. I'm so fucking
I don't know, Jimmy. There might
tired
be
of
one
this.
person watching who like has hate threads. You know,
Maybe, possibly. I'm looking at you, Mr. Box. I know about that private Twitter. You're on there every day saying, "Oh,
the lighting in this picture is
Nogizaka,
bad.
Nogizaka fourth gen Mukai Jimmy's ugly, dude. I know what you're doing behind
I
the
would never,
scenes."
Jimmy. I hold the only pick account of Guy Jimmy.
Oh shit! Your Mukai Jimmy JPEGs on Twitter, dude.
Yeah. Actually, I
Mukai
go
Jimmy
for
files,
tip
dude.
for tip.
Yeah, this is a real bummer, man. I don't know. I God, I all I can say is I hope she is able to like be happy at the end of this, on the other side of this. I hope she's able to find happiness. I hope she's able to find peace, and I
Yeah,
hope most of all that she, will be able to love herself,
exactly. Yeah,
right, despite the bullshit that
yeah.
she's,
Be able to
very
overcome that.
unjustly been subjected to.
No, yeah, for sure, hundred
Yeah.
percent.
Yeah, dude, she was cute, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Um
I barely remember members, but she was one of the ones that I remembered.
yeah, see that's how I know that's crazy, dude. Because
Uh
all
huh.
I do is meme Mr. Box for not being able to name any of the new gens. So
Uh huh.
yeah, I don't know. I think
There
she
you
had a
go.
lot of promise, dude. I really did. But the thing that makes me frustrated is and maybe I'll wrap up this point with this. She definitely wasn't the only, like I said, fourth gen member that I saw getting a lot of hate. I don't want to name any names because I don't want to like draw attention to that, right? But there was definitely a lot of other ones I would see shit around, just floating around the Twitter sphere, and I hope it doesn't take those members withdrawing for people to kind of learn their fucking lesson, dude. You know, I hope people can have some decency to look introspectively and be like,
Do they have
hey,
decency?
yeah, I doubt it. What makes me so sad is I used to really be such a fucking hippie when I first joined this fandom. Like I was like, dude, idol fandom is actually so pure, man. Like honestly, I think I can get along with any idol fan. And then I start getting into it. I'm like, no, some of you guys fucking suck. All right, like some of you guys are fucking terrible. Not obviously not all of you. I'm very grateful for
Obviously, not our
the
chat. You know.
actually, yeah, I'm very grateful for our chat and our community, our Discord. Sometimes people joke, sometimes they teeter the line, but I think people are generally in our community pretty decent people. Um, I would be very disappointed if I found out people were hating on members and shit like that on their Twitters and stuff. But yeah, if you're doing it you're a fucking loser and you have zero respect for me. And if I ever find that shit out, it's literally on site, dude. I will throw you in
On
a
site,
dumpster. I don't give a fuck. I
on
will
site,
toss
pick
you
you
in a
up,
trash can.
wedgie into
Yeah,
dumpster.
I will give you the high school bully treatment. I do not give a fuck, dude. I
They
will
about to
give
find
you
out what those words get you.
yeah, I will find the nearest toilet and give you a swirly, all right?
You might about to
Honestly, you
stick your
deserve
my,
worse.
my my finger in my mouth and put in your ear.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I am so past taking the high road for people like this, dude. Like, do
Sometimes
I
we just need to
believe that
learn.
you yeah, violence should not be the answer, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta throw some hands. Sometimes you gotta catch a fade and learn a lesson, dude.
Exactly.
All right, let's keep moving. Enough of that talk. Um, like I said, Kishi, wishing you all the best, man. Wishing you all the best. Hopefully,
Yeah, for sure. Whatever you
hopefully you
do,
find, yeah,
you're gonna knock it out of the park.
hell yeah. Uh, all right, kind of an update on some news. We've been covering. the what is it? The blah, 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 the Hina rehearsal, right? HinaRiha. Um, what is it? The why can't I think? Oh, the special campaign that they did for the album, right? So there was like the little voting campaign people did, and what is it? The we released the well, they already released the first three, right?
Yeah.
So what is it? Friday they announced the first place winner
Mhm.
of the Hina Rihas. What were you hoping to see, Mr. Box?
I think we
I'm waiting
mentioned it
for
last
this.
time.
I'm waiting for this page to load. It won't fucking load for me.
It's I
All right,
forgot
I'll
what I
just go
said.
straight
I
to
think
the
I said like
YouTube.
Doremi.
All
I
right,
think
well,
I
it's
said
not
Doremi or
Doremi.
Kyun.
It's not Doremi. It's not Kyun.
I mean, you gotta go with the classic bangers. What else could it be? You know,
Yeah, certainly not. Thank you, Jesus.
if it wasn't that, letting me down.
Nah, I have mixed feelings. It was Tteka, dude.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So this is, of course, the Osushi solo single
Okay,
from a
pop
couple
off.
years back. All right. It's this is exactly why I was saying I was having some mixed feelings because obviously I'm very happy for Osushi. I was really hoping for another song. I wasn't the biggest Teika fan, but I mean, just on pure being a simp, I'm happy that Osushi was able to have her song win. I'm sure that's a good feeling, knowing that your fans really showed out.
Yeah,
Chat called me a fake fan because I wasn't happy, and I'll say I was happy for her. But that being said, I am a fake fan because I did not vote for this song. I'm not the biggest Teika fan. I thought it was,
yeah, he got on off
and
to it. You know,
I
he
think it
has
was an
taste.
all right track.
Uh huh.
Like I was very copium about this track when it came out because I obviously we like Osushi. I was like, oh hell yeah, Osushi Center, let's
Yeah.
go. And then
Hmm.
Kimishika Katan had just came out before that, so I was like, oh,
Oh,
it's
true,
got to be
true.
another solid banger from
Yeah, yeah,
Hinatazaka.
yeah.
And then it came out, and I was like, it's alright. It's
Yeah, yeah.
alright. It's alright.
And this is the best
So
way to describe it. It's all right. It's like you can listen to it, but you're not gonna go out of your way.
Yeah. That being said, though, I think watching the Hina Riha, this is definitely more of a performance song. I think it's cool live. I think it's nice watching it live. The PV, as cinematic as it was, as high budget as it was, I think doesn't really
Mhm.
do the song justice, right? I think watching even just the Hina Riha like this is a little bit more enjoyable for me than watching the PV. So definitely go check it out. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah, get to see it. I especially like the rehearsals because you get to see all the choreography and see
Mm-hmm.
like look
Mm-hmm.
how intricate they made. Like every member individually has to do like their own thing, but they have to like synchronize with everyone, which is like, what something unique about having a larger group where like everyone has a formation. There's different shapes going on, different movements, different blocking, and it's always interesting seeing like a little bit of a step back and just looking at everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a good one. I think, yeah, the formations for this video. I always kind of say it about these, but I think it definitely applies here as well, right? Just seeing
Yeah.
how they transition from formation to formation is very cool.
Hmm.
All right, let's keep moving. This isn't in the doc, Mr. Box. I kind of forgot to put it in there, but
Don't worry.
I'll keep it kind of concise, succinct. But we dropped some sad news earlier. Let's balance it out with some good news.
Oh,
Very similar to Sakurazaka's anniversary live. Obviously, we had a member that was on hiatus, make the comeback with Endo Hikari. Hinatazaka got some of that treatment as well during the Ushio Sarina grad with
oh,
Nibu. Nibu
oh,
Chandayo. Yeah, so if you guys remember, Nibu has been on hiatus for a little while, so
for a bit.
she came back during the graduation concert. Oh, she
How's she
isn't.
looking, Jimmy?
Well, she just she's looking like Nebu. According to chat, she's not back, but she did just want to show up. So, very
Okay.
cute.
I'm alive,
Of
you know?
yeah. But she did write a little blog about the whole thing, so you can
Oh,
go check it out. Yeah, just more of a blog about Ushio, right? Kind of like,
respect.
oh yeah. Thank you, my senpai.
Oh.
But yeah, always good to see them. That Nibu-chan smile. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, but still some good news, some signs of life, I
Yeah,
think, right?
exactly.
Sometimes,
Tell me we got them
especially with,
from Nogizaka side.
oh god, don't, no. No. um but yeah, let's keep it pushing with last bit of Hinatazaka46 news. We have the uh another concert announced. This time it's their anniversary live, rather Hinatansai, if you will.
Mhm.
They announced that in April, right, April 6th to 7th,
April.
at Yokohama Stadium will be the next Hinatansai.
Is that when it usually is?
I don't know why I'm thinking February,
No, that's
right?
Nogizaka.
Oh, that is no. Is it? I thought Nogizaka was summer.
No, there's this February.
Okay, I'm mixing all my shit up. I don't
I'm a
fucking know
Nogizaka
anymore, dude.
stan, I know
Oh yeah, yeah.
this.
I don't remember anniversary dates, dude. I just whenever a concert comes up, I'm like, oh guys, there's an
Whenever I see the
anniversary live.
Blu-ray, it's like, alright, let's check it out.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, I remember. It's because there was a year that they pushed it back during the summer, but that like
Yeah, there was.
fucked up a bunch of people, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like planning on being in Japan earlier in the year for birthday live, and then it's like, oh,
Uh-huh.
what the fuck? It's in summer. But
They changed it up on us.
so April 6th and 7th, right? That first week of April, you have um the you'll have Yoko, what is it? The Hinatansai, fifth Hinatansai at K Arena Yokohama. Oh no, sorry, it was announced at K Arena Yokohama. That's the Happy Train tour, right?
Mhm.
But the venue will be Yokohama Stadium. So the fan club pre-applications for that will start next week, and then you'll have more applications coming out uh, early January and late January for pre-applications. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, if you guys get the chance, check it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, I'm keeping my buddy's card alive. I'm thinking I'm trying to go to Japan for their fourth anniversary live next year.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm. So we'll see. But yeah, that is it for the Hinatazaka46 news. Let's go ahead and move on over to Sakurazaka news. Uh, some of our favorite news to announce, actually. This is going to be a new Instagram account.
Oh?
Yeah, our girl Fujiyoshi Karin has joined the ranks of Sakamichi members to have an Instagram. You can find her at fujiyoshi.karin. Very simple, very straightforward.
Ooh, nice. We like that.
So far we just got a couple of reels. They're all start over, dude. She's really, she's on that start over kick. Look at her.
Yeah, I mean, these are good shots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about how they were shot because I see all the information. So reactively, my brain is like, let's look at these settings.
Oh, dude, 240 frames per second, dude.
Red, baby.
Yeah, they're going for that slow motion, dude.
Shooting in that red. Well, they can only
Mm-hmm.
shoot 4K because it's 240.
Mm.
Because that's what the red camera does. It shoots 4K at 240, but then it will shoot 8K at 60.
Oh yeah. We have the nosebleed shot at 60.
Uh, it's interesting how they have a lower than 180 shutter speed for this one. I mean,
Oh yeah,
shutter.
one 500th. I mean, I guess it's still like the
Well,
360
for the
degree
first
rule,
one,
right?
they're shooting at 60, but they're at a shutter speed 100.
Oh, I wonder. I wonder if they were well, because this isn't gonna be. Oh, I don't think it matters, right? Yeah, if you even if you don't keep it at 64. Oh, whatever. Interesting. We're being fucking nerds. The important thing is that
They've seen this
Karin.
podcast before. They know what to expect.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a nerd about this shit right now. All right. um, yeah, the important part is Karin has Instagram. Very very excited to see what else she posts. I remember she had like a drama role a while back where she was playing an idol, all right?
Mm.
And then so that character had an Instagram, all right? And then so people were like, "Oh, I love that you're posting on there. Is Fujiyoshi Karin herself gonna make an Instagram?" She's like, "No, I don't want to." So, I honestly didn't think she was ever gonna actually join IG, but she did. There's no blue check mark yet or anything like that, but this has been confirmed. She did go live on
Ah,
uh on this to kind of to unveil it, to reveal it, and
so
you have
they're making me be here.
yeah. And you have some notable follows already. I think like Matsudaira Riko, for example, is already
Oh.
following her. I see my homie Justin from NKB podcast is following her.
Made his choice.
Hmm.
See, did you even tell him, or did he find out? You know?
No, I told them. I told
Oh,
them.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is an Instagram that might pique your interest, dude. So
Uh, it's funny.
good for him, man. My man's staying winning. First Endo
Yeah.
Hikari come back, and then now Karen opening up an IG.
One day he'll have to make the difficult decision.
I know it's okay. I'm trying to nurture him as a Woda slash buddies. So I'm not trying to put too much pressure on him.
Yeah.
When he's ready to make that choice, I'll
Yeah. Not
he can
3
make
weeks
that
in and
choice.
asking who his Doshiman is, right?
Yeah. All right, let's keep it pushing. We got more Sakurazaka46 news. This was actually announced right after the podcast last week, so we're a little bit behind on it. But fortunately, we do have some updates on it, some full more information. So we're going to give you kind of the most up to date information that we have on this so far. But last week they announced that there will be a special version of Shonin Yokkyu released, special edition for Kobayashi Yui's graduation. All right.
Oh.
There's going to be a special jacket cover, right, where that features only Yui Pon, right?
Oh.
Like the Type A always features the center, right? So it's like kind of
Yeah.
the same thing, except now it's Yui Pon. And they announced that it was going to have a new solo song on it as well,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
So yeah, we got some more information on it now. They did an update. So this is the cover, got Pon here, and then we got the name of the new song, of her solo song. It's gonna be Kimi ga Sayonara Ietate. You know,
Mm.
if uh if you could say goodbye, I think is like kind of like the general translation. So this version is gonna come with Shonin Yokkyu, the solo song, as well as Tsukima Kaze Yo, as well as the off vocal versions of that. But as far as everything else goes, it's exactly the same as the rest of the special or of the normal version of the single. Um,
Mhm.
the inside jacket is the same. It's just going to be the jacket cover that's different.
Ah, okay.
Hmm.
And it comes out on Christmas.
Comes out on Christmas. Merry Christmas, dude.
Look at that. Merry Christmas. You
Hmm.
got Yuipon.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if we're gonna get a PV for this. I don't think they've said anything about
I
a
don't know if they
PV.
would,
Hmm.
but it definitely be appreciated.
Yeah, I would like a PV, even if it's not anything like super high budget, right?
Just put in a studio, you know?
Yeah, put her in a studio or have her walking around in the streets. You make it you you play the song sped up, and then she lip syncs and walks at normal speed. So then you can do it kind of slightly slower, like 80% speed. So it has that like kind of
Uh-huh. The
nostalgic,
dreamy,
like
yeah.
wispy. Yeah. And then it's gonna cut to some some old pictures of her throughout the years.
Oh, yeah, there we
And
go, yeah.
that shit will make me cry. I'll
Get
be
us
like,
every time.
I
Every
fucking
time.
hate when they try to manipulate my feelings like this, man.
Without fail.
hmm But
Yeah, I mean, if we're getting graduation song, I think it's fitting if they have a PV for it.
yeah. I I mean, we they did it for Sugai, right?
Yeah,
With
and that
Sono
was like
Himade.
that was before the single even was like any of the other single PVs were out, right?
Yeah, they were completely in between singles at the time.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go.
hmm
It's
So
possible,
maybe
whether they do it or
I'm
not.
I'm just like I okay. Let me be clear. I'm very happy for all my Pon Oshis. I'm very happy. Pon fans, you're getting something. But as a Habu Oshi, I'm a little bit salty. I'm a little bit salty. Obviously, she had a very lovely graduation ceremony, right? But y'all couldn't give me something. Y'all could give me a PV, a song,
She got a
a solo
graduation
song.
concert, Jimmy. Okay, some people don't even get that.
No, she didn't get a graduation concert. She got a graduation ceremony at the end
All
of
right,
a
listen, you're
concert,
true.
Mr. Box.
True.
Hone is getting a graduation concert, Mr. Box. All right. Look, I don't
And
like
I'm
like I
sorry I
said.
heard it,
I'm
Jimmy.
happy Pone's getting this. I want her to have this. I want the Pone Noshis to have this. I'm just saying.
She
Please,
wants
sir,
the
a
Habos
morsel,
to
a
get more.
crumb.
Yeah.
I get it. Habu got. I'm just gonna say they spent the entire budget on her grad dress, and I'll be happy with that. That's what I'm going to tell myself. The entire budget that would have went to PV, they had said, "Hey, Pon, hey, Habu, do you want PV or do you want the sickest grad dress to ever happen?" And she said, "Give me the second one."
Exactly. There you go. One of the
That's what
C's.
I'm going to tell myself, dude.
I mean, it's
Um,
probably the same budget.
yeah, that grad dress was crazy, dude.
Uh huh.
But yeah, looking forward to hearing this solo song. I think Poland is one of the better vocalists in the group. You can definitely hear it whenever she has a solo line, especially
Yeah.
when it's a live show. She's definitely very consistent. Um, I I've been having this conversation. It kind of started yesterday when I was streaming on my solo stream. I was watching the second day of Sakurazaka's third anniversary live, and I think it was either during Samidare Yo or during Mamori Bito, where I was like, I think the issue with Sakurazaka ballads is the vocals just aren't good enough to carry the song, right? Like Mamori Bito, I think is a very good song. Like just as written is a good song. I think the performance of it is good. I think that's very what the song is catering to. It's built around the performance, right? Like the dance is very
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
passionate.
Yeah.
Uh, but because of that, the vocals kind of suffer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some of that could be fixed in the mixing. Maybe some of it is just there. It's a new gen. If we're talking about Mamori Bito, anyways,
Yeah.
right? It's a new gen. Um, but I really think that's what's holding back Sakurazaka when it comes to ballads. So if
Mm.
this sounds like it's going to be a ballad, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping we can really hear Pon's vocals kind of come through. Been
What if it's like
if
just like
you
a hardcore electronic song? She's like, yeah, that's what I
no.
want. Yeah. Yeah. It's just her
Yeah.
throwing little lines in there.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been following Pon since like the what is it? Skeaki Zaka days with Yui
Yeah.
Chanzu, you've definitely heard her sing
Yeah.
a much more
True.
broken down type song before. So she's very
Mm-hmm.
capable. She's very
And
capable.
they've grown from that era.
hmm But yeah, that's going to be it for the Sakura Zaka 46 news. Let's keep it pushing. Oops, I'm bringing my table down too low. Uh,
You gotta bring it
second.
low, like she's gonna do with her electronic track.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it pushing with some Nogi Zaka 46 news.
Wait, why
Kind
did
of
you
light,
raise your table so much?
huh?
Why did you raise your table so much?
Oh no, I didn't raise my table. I actually lowered it back down. I'm sitting
Oh.
back down. I was standing up earlier,
Oh, okay.
but but okay. This is kind of somewhat late news, but it's just the name of the game. The way we do the podcast once a week. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
shit happens as soon as we go off live. But
Yep,
yeah, so that night we went off air and Monopoly was released. So
it
for those
was.
who want to listen to Monopoly, the song is now all the songs are now out on streaming,
Special
right?
edition
So
single.
mm-hmm. So yeah, you go to the website, you find it here. Check out the different sources. I use Spotify, but whatever version you use, whether it's Apple Music or YouTube Music. But yeah, you can see all the songs here, and then you have the different tracks, right? So you have, of course, the A side, Monopoly. Then you have the undersong, Omoide ga Tomoranaku Naru, right? Then you have the Ioki, the Ume and Miyu song,
Mm.
Joshuseki o Zuto Aketaita. Then the Kubo, Arnold, and Runa song, Hitsuji Yo. I'm very excited to listen to that one. Oops, hold on. I lost everything. Hold on. Okay.
Oh no.
Um, and then you have the Ichinoshi, Miku, Tamura Mayu, and Yodo song, Tegone Burger, dude.
Hmm.
Uh, then the Kaki, Satsuki, and Yamashita song, Stylish, followed by last but not least the fifth gen song, which we
Yeah.
watched the PV for, the
Hmm.
Itsuno Hinika Ano Uta O.
Hmm.
So yeah, make sure you give all those a listen.
Have you
And
listened to this, Jimmy?
I haven't actually. I kind of forgot
Oh,
about it. But
it's okay. It's very forgettable.
dude, so far based upon the three PVs that we've gotten, I think the undersong is my favorite. But I'm really curious about how the Hitsuji Kaiyo song sounds. That's gonna be the Kubo, Arnold, and Runa song, right? All three of those members, very capable, competent vocalists.
Yeah.
So,
I would say it
uh,
wasn't my cup of tea, but I can see why other people like it.
it was what was it, and what were you expecting?
I wasn't expecting anything. It's
Mm,
just I feel like the whole album, except for Monopoly, has a similar what's the word I'm looking for? Like pacing.
mm,
So they kind of all blend in a little bit to me. Because
okay.
because I listened to it from like beginning to end, and then afterwards I was like, I don't know, I'm not no song is really catching me.
Ah, I see. Like
I mean, that's
nothing
just
was
me,
this,
you know?
nothing stood out to you.
Yeah.
Like the entire experience can all blend into one. Some
Yeah.
might say. Okay, I'll
And
have to
and
give it
and
a
and
listen.
and it's especially hard because last single was good. Like, I really enjoyed
Oh
last
yeah,
single.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
They're
every song on there I really enjoyed. And then this one, I don't know, it's like I wish there could have been at least, like, one song where I was like, "Okay, this saved the single." I
mm,
think the closest thing for me
okay.
would be Monopoly.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to see because I'm not a big Monopoly fan. So
Mm.
if that's the standout song, then it's not looking too hot for me. But we'll have to
Because
see.
usually it's the
Oh,
B-sides, right? It's like there's a B-side that's
hmm
like, "Oh, the hidden gem."
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but check it
yeah.
out. Make
Kind
your
of
own opinion.
unfortunate. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to form my own opinion. Uh,
Because that's what we preach here. Make your own
mm,
opinion. We say
yeah,
our
yeah.
opinions. Sometimes we collide, sometimes we match, but it's
hmm
whatever you like, you know? Do you.
Yeah. If anything,
As long as
I'm
you don't
I'm
hate anyone,
angry. I'm angry anytime me and Josh have the same opinions.
right?
I'm like, how dare you, Mr. Box? How dare you be so right? You know. All right. Last bit of Nogi Zaka 46 news. We have a drama role featuring Yamashita Mizuki, the girl who knows what she's doing, dude. She is going to be casted in the TBS drama every what is it? Kayobi. I love you, but I like eyeball.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. So she's playing the MC's best friend, right? So MC is like a girl that like she has like a detective agency because she can like see what your heart is feeling. If I
Oh,
understood the the synopsis correctly. right? And then
Uh-huh.
I don't know, there's some Korean hot boy that's like the main love interest for her. He's like a pure young Korean guy. And Mizuki plays her best friend who's like a chocolatier, dude. Right?
Oh.
So she's kind of like the one who's it's funny, her character is just Mizuki, dude. She knows what she's doing, you know?
Oh,
She's
there
like
we go.
she's besties with the main character. She doesn't know that the main character can, have like telepathic abilities and shit, but she still gives her advice as best she can. And she's very proactive with her love life, and like, going for, very very pushing for when she likes someone. So it's
Mm,
about like, oh, how is she going to influence what is it, the like the protagonist, who's very kind of like, you know on in the back seat of their love life, right?
mm. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
you can go
All I'm
check out
saying is
the
if there was a little chocolate shop next to where I live and then Mizuki was there, I'd be going every week.
oh, you be
Let's buy some more
frequenting, huh?
chocolates.
Yeah, Sasuga, Mr. Box, dude.
This is alternative reality. Mizuki right here.
Mhm. Yeah, so yeah, you can go check it out on TBS, dude. TBS, I love you. That is going to be it for the Nogizaka 46 news, which means that's going to be it for the news this week. So, you know what that means? We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with the uh, highlight comment of the week and the TV show highlights. And we're back. Hey, your time. It's time for the highlighted comments of the week. Go back and read some of the comments from last week's episode. Thank you guys. You guys left so many comments for us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, let's get into them. First one is from user CYAJ and blah, 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 blah. He says, I won't be surprised if the remaining Iki members, I think he's talking about Sakura Zaka 46, will be announcing their graduations as well. I mean, yeah, I don't think I would be surprised either, but doesn't mean I particularly want to see it happen. So only time will tell.
Mhm.
Uh, I enjoyed Manafi's drone vlog this week. I like her laid back delivery. She has won me over the years. This is something appealing. There's something appealing about her demeanor that is calm and reassuring. Perhaps her unwavering loyalty to Kasuga has played a factor. Um, yeah, we'll talk about. Did you watch the Manafi drone video, Josh? I know you did
I
because I
I watched
watched it.
bits of it when you were streaming.
Mm. I gotta say, personally, I wasn't the hugest fan of that video. I thought it was kind of boring.
It's a
But
very, I think like this comment you're saying is very laid back.
yeah, yeah. So if you're in the mood for that, I think it's
Yeah,
perfectly fine. I think just for what
yeah.
I was looking for, I was a little
I
bit like,
if it fits your vibe, you know.
mm-hmm. All right, this is next one is from Bridget Farina 644. Hey Bridget, what's up? This is my first time experiencing an Oshi grad, but all things considered, I've been so lucky to have such a long-lived and prolific Oshi. I
Amen.
knew this day would come, and I'm glad it didn't feel too soon, even though it'll always be too soon for me. I'm sure this isn't the last we'll be seeing of Yui Pon. Yeah, I
100%.
I definitely think the Pon Oshis, especially for having this be your first Oshiman grad, it's a very long and yeah prolific career, as they said.
Yeah, this is
Um,
the right approach for sure. It's like
mhm.
enjoy the moments you had, you know, appreciate them, and now it's like see them off in a positive way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that her grad song is a banger, or it doesn't have to be a banger, but hoping it's good. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Next comment is from Nelly Don 254. Sanki has Rika and Mio, who were Kiyaki fans, so it must have been really nice for them to perform the song. I think let's talk about
Like crazy.
Sanki doing Kataru Nara Mirai wo. I think there's more as well. I think Ishimori Rika was also a Kiyaki Zaka stan. I wouldn't be surprised if more of them were just being a little bit closeted about that fact. But regardless, I think it is very, for me, more meaningful in the fact that they're like doing this more out of like protecting the legacy of their senpai,
Yeah, they're
right?
probably like when I was a kid, I listened to this song and I liked it a lot.
Dude, it's crazy when we'll talk about it later, but during the hit campaign for Nogizaka,
Mhm,
Kaki, they had to go every like 100 or so steps to represent an old single, right?
mhm,
So 100 steps in was first single, 200 steps in was second single, etc.
mhm.
Kaki for one of the older ones, I think it was Inochiwa Utsukushi. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I remember being in elementary school listening to this song," and I was like, "Oh!" I just immediately crumbled to dust, dude.
You turn, you're like, "Oh no, it's happening."
It's like
It's
the
fine, it's
Crypt
fine.
Keeper meme where I just like, you know. All right. Next comment from OESP 2370. I would have to agree with you regarding Arno. Some fans are just plain hating on her because of what happened during 29th single. I've also seen comments about her singing, which is just outrageous. When it's her, she's not as good as this and that top recording artist. But when it comes to their favorite members who are completely bad singers, they'll just say an idol is not just about singing or the voice is just unique. Arno may not appeal to some fans, but she has a lot to offer, and I think putting her in this position as the under center is a good move. She's
Mm,
not one of my favorite members, but I can recognize her perseverance. She's been
mm,
through a lot. Given the opportunity and the right push this time around, fans will see that it will benefit the whole group in the long run. I think this is a sign of her Senbatsu comeback, so I'm happy for her. It's been a while since I've enjoyed listening to an under song. This one is probably my favorite from this single.
good take.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's,
Uh
it's, yeah, I mean, I I agree with a lot of this. It's like, um, very I won't say underappreciated because I feel like people know that she's talented, but they have their own preconceived notions about her,
mhm.
and I feel like at the end of the day, you have to be like, respect talent when talent's there.
I I hesitate to bring this up because I was like, oh, it's one person complaining on Twitter, but I feel like I've seen this as far as like what I'm thinking of specifically. But I know a lot of people probably share this take as far as like the people who hate Arnold, right? And I'm not trying to convince anybody. You can do whatever you want to do. Just kind of keep that shit to
Just don't
yourself or
hate.
to within your circle. Yeah. But that being said, like one of the takes I saw was that like, some of the stuff that came out from the Arnold scandal. It's like, oh, it's not just some phase you go through, right? It's like she said some very awful things, and I do agree. Like those are some awful things, but I don't agree with like the fact that like it's not quote unquote in the sense of like, oh, that's like this ingrained part of her person and her character. Obviously, we don't know what she's like behind the scenes and how much she
Uh-huh.
has or hasn't changed, but like, you know, you you got to be like you can't be such a hopeless person that you think nobody
Mm,
like people aren't capable of changing for the better, dude. You know what I mean? Like
uh-huh.
like what's the point of human development if like, oh, if you were shitty at one point, you're going to be shitty for the rest of your life, right?
Mhm.
Um Now I can understand people saying like, because we don't see that, I'm hesitant to support her. That's fine. That's your choice. But um, yeah, it's like we're on opposite ends of we just don't know, But to think that like nobody can change and nobody can grow and learn over time, I think is like I don't know. I think it's like very short sighted and
Mhm. Like just
it's not a healthy outlook on people.
yeah. I think that's a good way to put it. It's like have a healthier outlook on people. It's like sure, I mean like a lot of bad stuff happens, but like we can only see so far into it. So like why not just it's not like copium, because it's like it's just having hope, a little hope.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think there's a difference between past being the age of like knowing better versus being past the age of being able to be better,
Mhm.
right? Like,
And
yeah,
she was a
I think she
child.
was definitely, I think she was definitely at an age where, yeah, you should have known better than to
Uh,
say some of those things or to like have some of those opinions. But it's not like anyone's ever at a position in life where they can never grow and change from that, right?
Yeah.
So,
People learn, they adapt.
mhm. But it is what it is. We only know so much. But yeah, as far as like the singing stuff, which is something we can see, yeah,
Yeah.
I think some of the criticisms on that are like
Yeah. That's just
really
there. I
dumb.
mean, that's just the
Yeah,
proof.
yeah. This is from DJ Black Tourmaline 2718. Hey, he's in the chat right now. How about those Nogi unit songs, eh? Personally loving those trios. The closer Nogi sticks to the Phil Spector girl group arrangement model, the better I like it. Looking forward
Mm.
to your best of 2023 show. Not a super great year for any of the groups in my opinion, but I will say my takeaway for 2023 Sakamichi is that the material was serviceable overall. Dude.
Okay.
Uh,
I
I
could think of a couple
disagree.
highlights.
I think Sakura Zaka was actually very strong this year, especially the second half of the year. I think they really took off the second half of the year.
Mm.
Um,
They go to one other country and Jimmy thinks
two, three countries, Mister Box. At any time now, any day now, they'll be coming to America.
I'm just
They'll
waiting
finally
in my chair.
they'll finally have their world tour, and
I'm
it's going to
refreshing
be
my Twitter
worldwide.
page, waiting for it to happen.
Soon, Crunchyroll will be sponsoring Sakura Zaka 46.
Full copium now.
Oh man, but no, I think this is really good for you for them. I think Start Over was definitely a big one, and Shonin Yokkyu. At first, the A side wasn't the greatest, but I've full on turnaround on Shonin Yokkyu. But even then, from jump, I think Shonin Yokkyu had some very good B sides. So yeah, I think Sakura Zaka has had a very good year. As far as the other two groups, I mean, not the hottest year in my opinion, but at
Mm.
least serviceable. I'll have to listen to the unit songs. Actually, I haven't really given them a listen yet. I know we talked a little bit about that earlier. All right, last comment. Desert Raven Gamer says, I did like the Nogizaka 46 Unders PV and song, and to be honest, I pretty much ignored the effects and focused on the members. And they look good, great outfits and all. I gave the PV and a song a 7, but like you guys, it would probably be better with more listens.
I wish I could not look at that effects.
I mean, I can, but we shouldn't have to. That's the point. If it's better without it, then just don't have it.
Mm. It's just ingrained in
That's
me to
all.
look at the editing. I'm sorry.
Mm.
I've been doing
Well,
it
I'm
for
just saying
20 years.
that's all it is. If something's better without it, then just don't have it, dude. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
why put the time and money into doing it
They
if it
put too much
doesn't
sauce.
service?
They put too much salsa on the tacos, you know?
Dude, oh, that's the worst, bro.
Then your taco gets all soggy.
Mm-hmm.
Things start falling apart. You don't
I've
taste
talked
the meat as
about this.
much.
I had a friend who I didn't like for before we were friends. I didn't like this guy
Okay.
for
I was like,
years. Because he was originally friends with my sibling, and one
uh-huh.
time I went out with my sibling and their friends to get pho.
Oh,
And
you
this
hang out with your
dude,
siblings' friends?
yeah, because my sibling didn't drive back then, or they
Oh,
did, but
okay.
they weren't very comfortable driving, so
Uh-huh.
I drove them and their friends to go get pho. All right, and then now we're all friends, but back in the day they were my siblings' friends. But
Uh-huh.
we went to get pho, and this dude put way too much sriracha in his fucking bowl. Right, like way too fucking much, and
It
he
was
like
almost like the other base of the soup.
yeah, so to the point that he couldn't eat his pho anymore. He like ruined it, and like that made me not like him for years because I was like,
Just that
this
moment, man.
fucking. I was like, this. Well, he was for the lack of a better word, in general, he was a very big tryhard. So
Ah,
he would do things to be like make himself look cool or whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So I was like, this guy trying so hard to look cool would show off how much spice he can eat, ruined a perfectly good bowl of pho,
yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
then he wasted it. Fuck out of here, bro. I eventually learned that he wasn't doing that to be cool. He is just legitimately dumb. Um,
And that's when you're like, maybe he's not that bad after all.
yeah. Once I reframed a lot of the things under that lens, I was like, okay,
Makes
It
sense now.
is it is what it is, dude. But yeah, that's how I feel about the unders PV. To bring it back, they could have just not put all that sriracha in the bowl, and you would have had a decent bowl. You know.
Yeah, true.
All right, that is it for the comments. Thank you guys so much for leaving it. You know, I do want our YouTube viewers to feel appreciated. You know.
Yeah, maybe they can't make it to chat. It's a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
time zone, or
yeah. So many
they're tired.
reasons,
They're
and
working.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I neglect y'all on YouTube. You know, sometimes I forget to put an episode out. So I do want to make you guys know we do appreciate all your
Yeah,
comments.
for sure.
All right, let's get to the TV show highlights. Uh, what do you what did you watch this week, Mr.
I watched
Moss?
whatever you watched to me.
Oh, so yeah, I watched a couple of the YouTube stuff. So we talked about the Manafi drone video, right? She goes to like a drone um school, I guess. Like it's like a
Yeah.
store, but like they have like a little course there. Take the
Mm-hmm.
drones out for a course, and
Yeah.
then they take you up
Cute
onto the
teacher.
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really the highlight of that video. Like Manafi's fine, but like, damn, dude, Sensei, she had a mask on, but I'm pretty sure she could have
You
been
can
like,
tell. You can tell.
yeah, you can tell, dude. She was I was like, is there a drone idol group I don't know about, dude? You know.
But better go
um,
take a lesson.
mhm. I remember my chat was saying that missed opportunity. They could have had Sakurazaka do it and then play Drone Senkaichu. And I was like, very true. Very true.
Now they're thinking.
Yeah. But it was yeah, definitely a more laid back video if that's what you're into for sure. And then after that, I also watched what was over on the Sakurazaka. Oh, Honos. Honos went to go do like a volleyball event for like a professional team.
Yeah, did
It's
the
kind of a
first
short
serve.
video. Yeah, short video. It was only like 8 minutes. She did like the starting serve or whatever. I think the biggest highlight of that was just seeing how small Honos was compared to some of these athletes, dude. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a women's volleyball team, but I was like, damn, Honos looking like an infant out there, dude. You
Who
know?
is this child on the
Yeah, yeah.
field?
Somebody's elementary school age little sister just ran onto the fucking court, dude. But Honos is very cute, so
Yeah, did a
it's
good
a
job
cute
at the
video.
serve. He went all the way to the
Hmm.
other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she's done volleyball before, right? That's what she used to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. That's why she did it. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
a volleyball athlete back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, let's get into the regular shows. First we have uh, Hinatazaka de Aimasho. This is kind of a throwback episode. You guys remember back during the summer, they had like a very physical episode, right? Like they did like a little relay race kind of thing. They were split into like 3 different teams and that sort. So yeah, this time it was the winning team's loke shoot, and they go out to Miyazaki, and it's kind of a big throwback episode in general. A lot of callbacks to their old loke shoot in Miyazaki.
Yeah. So much
Right.
throwback. You can say it was the same location.
I thought I pulled up the wrong video, dude. I was like, damn, dude, am I really watching the right episode?
Uh,
Isn't this like an episode that came out like fucking 3 years ago or something?
uh,
But it was cute. You go back to they went back to where the gorilla, like the chimp was that like
oh yeah.
fucking spat on Susie,
Uh,
dude. Like, shit. Let's not go up to that enclosure. We'll go to a different one.
uh,
That gorilla. I keep saying gorilla. That chimp, man, he was having the time of his life, dude.
right. Just running around, just
Yeah, he's like,
goofing off.
oh, Hinatazaka's here, dude.
How to show up.
But yeah, so there's like little different questions about the Miyazaki loke shoot and the losing team back in the studios, the losing teams rather, as well as the team of people that were absent for that shoot. They bet cha-cha coins, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, who do you think is going to be the first person, the last person
Mm-hmm.
to show up, etc. Who do you think, does this XYZ kind of thing, right? But yeah, it's mainly about the loke shoot, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun episode though. Fun episode. I think my highlight of it was actually just anytime Kosaka now was like, "Yo, we are broke. Kasuga,
Uh-huh.
please
Save
lend
us.
us some cha-cha coins." And he's like,
Uh-huh.
mm, "Nah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I will."
Because at first they called him, right? And then, like, later he came to
Yeah,
the studio. He's like, "No."
yeah. Um, yeah. Any highlights for you, Mr. Box?
Mm, I like the they did the running one again, like, where they spin around the bat and they run on the
Mm-hmm.
beach. No one, fell on their face, this time.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
a good reminder.
Um, if I think the dumbest thing that I got the most hype about was like who was going to show up last, to the location because it was a callback, right? It's
Uh-huh.
like, oh,
You would think
last
they would
time
know.
Kumi. Yeah, I mean, no, they did know. I think they were just playing it up
Yeah.
for the variety. There's like this big white line across
Yeah.
the fucking floor, and they've been through this before.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So last time Kumi was the last one, so this time
Mhm,
she's the first one.
mhm. She's
So
like, "Have to show up."
yeah, yeah. So Osushi was like the first one there, right? Like after Kumi doesn't count.
Mm.
Um
I like to imagine,
and
Kumi was like, "Call time is at 7. Imma wake up at 5 and be there. First one."
yeah, she's just there at like call time 7. She's there like 6:15.
Uh-huh,
But yeah, so like Osushi just comes up and talks to her, doesn't
mhm,
cross the line, and then like, oh shit, the other members are coming. All right, I'll step over the line now so I can still be
uh-huh,
first. Um, Mi Pan ends up being the last one, even though technically Kahorin was the last one to show up, but then Mi
uh,
Pan got distracted. Like, oh, there was a cat, dude.
technicality.
I was playing with the cat, dude. you
Uh-huh,
know. Fun episode, very cute. Um,
yeah,
Up next, you have
recommended.
Soko Magatara Sakurazaka46. This is taking the third gen to school episode, dude.
Mm,
Um, so basically, it's their chance to ask their senpai members as well as the MCs, some of the qualms they have about being on variety and stuff, right? Like oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh, sometimes when they call you out to give your thought on something. I don't know what I want to say yet, and I can't think of what to say. What do I do? And then Poland's like, oh, I just hit them with the ah so desu ne
yeah, mhm. That
yappari.
body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's like you just use that time, that filler time, to like think of something to
Uh-huh,
say. You
uh-huh.
know,
I
or
mean,
like
if you look at, like, interviews with, like, different people, like, different, like, celebrities or athletes, they all do it.
I mean, I do that in English,
Uh-huh,
even in English, obviously, but like I do that too. Even sometimes we do the podcast, like if you ask me a question and I'm like trying to think about what I want to say, I'm like, ah, yeah, word, like everyone has things that they use to like
uh-huh,
kind of think about real fast. So, but I get when you have like the nerves and everything like that, you don't want to, you feel like you gotta spit something out right away, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
having something comfortable to fall back on, be like,
yeah. Pretty
so
reliable.
this ne, yappari, that can help you kind of like take a moment to collect your thoughts.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, another funny moment was, they're like, oh, some of the members like, yeah, dude, I don't know how to give good reactions. Like when you have Batsu games and shit like that, like what do I do? Some of the members are like, don't fake the funk, dude. Just go with how you feel. You
Yeah,
know, uh, or maybe you just ramp up your thing a little bit, right?
yeah.
1.5.
Just gotta
Give it
have
like,
no chill, you know?
hmm and then so they to test it out, they give them like sushi, like some giant ass pieces of sushi,
It
really.
looked good.
But with
I was getting
yeah,
hungry when I was
yeah,
watching it.
yeah, same. But apparently it was like hella wasabi in it, dude. And they're like
No.
had to
How
give
are you
their
with wasabi,
reaction.
Jimmy?
I like wasabi.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I can eat wasabi.
okay.
Um, I mean, I depending on how much it will suck,
Yeah, yeah.
But generally, it's not like I can't eat wasabi.
Okay, okay. I thought of a future video, but
Mm. Wasabi spice is different from
no, yeah.
chili pepper spice. This is more of a
Yeah.
nasal spice, right?
Yeah.
But that shit was funny. They're like, "Oh, Suchi, can we get an example, right?" Because I forget what the advice he gives, but he's like, "All right, word," and he grabs the sushi. He just like puts it in his mouth. Oh shit! He's eating with his mouth
Yeah.
full. They like fucking censor it so you can't see it, but
Uh-huh.
they're like, "Yo, they can't follow that advice, man."
Why not?
They're fucking idols, dude. But that was funny. Um,
Glad they
yeah.
censored it.
Other funny, other good advice was I think Ten Chen. I thought this was good advice. Like, oh, don't just laugh from inside your heart. You know what I mean? Like, don't just laugh in your feelings, right? So if someone says something funny, you gotta you gotta full on laugh. You don't just like kind of chuckle to yourself internally.
Ah.
It's like when your friend sends you a funny joke or meme and you type LOL, but on the outside you're just like, you know,
Uh-huh.
like no, you gotta actually laugh out loud. I think is what she's trying to
Mm.
say, because it's
You
like,
gotta lol for real.
yeah, because it's like you're on camera, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta
You gotta
show,
ramp it up. Yeah.
how you're feeling. I thought that was very solid
Yeah.
advice. Um, I was talking about it from the perspective of streaming, right? Like you know, it's not like I'm faking it when I'm on stream. I'm not pretending to be someone else. But in
Yeah.
real life, if I'm watching a show, I don't really laugh out loud to myself that much. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
just like, yeah, I'm the guy typing LOL, but I'm just like, but like if people
Like in
are
your mind,
watching
it's
me,
funny, but then you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's no reason
yeah,
to
I'm not,
express it that much.
yeah, because I'm by myself or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Um, but if I'm on stream, you know, I can't just watch stuff and just be like,
Yeah.
I gotta
You're a
actually,
streamer.
I have to laugh out loud,
That's like a
like,
2010s YouTube reactor.
mm. Dude, I was trying to talk to my friend about this because I have a friend who's he wants to be he is a Twitch streamer in the sense he does stream on Twitch,
Mhm.
but like he streams video games like he's playing it by himself,
Ah.
and I was like, you can't do that, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want, but like if you want to be engaging, if you want to have an actual audience that's like entertained, you can't do
Mhm.
that, right? Because you're just like, yeah, there's nothing exciting about just,
Yeah, like the gameplay itself can't hold the audience over unless you're
mm,
like super good.
yeah. I think it was Asmongold Gold who was saying something about that, dude. He was like, the reason why he's way more successful than majority streamers because like he's like, yeah, because y'all aren't entertaining.
Uh-huh.
Being a Twitch streamer isn't about being a fucking gamer. It's about being an entertainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that applies to them on variety too. It's like
100%.
you're an entertainer right now, right? Yeah, sure, you're an idol, but right now you have to have the mindset of an entertainer.
Mhm.
So
Whatever
I
you
thought it
playing,
was
it's
very
like that.
cool. It was
Yeah.
very cool to see. Obviously, the MCs give some advice, but some of the advice from the senpai were very, very good. Especially from some of the members who are much better at variety.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Ten Chan or Matsuri and stuff like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, last show we have Nogizaka Kojichu. This is the what is it?
The
The
hit
second
campaign.
part of the hit campaign,
I remember when hit campaigns were good. You remember that?
bro.
It's been ages.
Why do we have to choose between having an entertaining hit campaign or injuring the members?
Why can't we find balance?
Yeah, dude. Um, or sorry, not injuring the members. Why can't we? Yeah, why can't we have both, dude?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so this one is like I said, they're climbing this hiking trail with a, what was it, 34,000 3,433 steps or some shit like that, right? And
Mm.
so for every 100 steps, it represents a single, right? And every time they get to 100 steps, they got to do some kind of challenge. It's
Mhm.
cocky. It's the double center. It's cocky and endo, And if they fail that challenge, they got to go back and come back up 100 steps, dude. And they
I'll just
got to
say
do it till
someone
they reach.
pulled the weight more than someone else. So did you see the
Mr.
jump rope?
Box. He's such a hater. He's such a hater, dude. Um, look, they're both trying their best, and that's all that matters. Okay, that's all that matters.
Yep, as long
I
as they're
will
trying
say
their
that
best.
yeah, it's going to be the Kaki Endo pair for me, dude. That's really the only thing that makes this episode
Oh,
worthwhile.
true, true.
It's just their chemistry.
Yeah.
I think they're the two members are very comfortable with each other,
Mm.
and that comes across really well on camera, right? Everything besides that is just it's not the best hit campaign in my opinion.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Mhm.
Let's go back.
I will say I do. Obviously, I feel bad for the members every time they fail and have to go back up the steps. But damn, that cameraman, dude. If that was me, I'd be salty as hell every time. I'm like, damn it! All right.
I never. You see the camera go like you hear it in the background.
Yeah, they fail just.
Yeah, every time.
Um, but yeah, that was the hit campaign. I think where did they leave off? I think there are 8 challenges in.
Wait, there's more of this?
Yeah, brother, you think we're done? You think we're done, dude? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. If we're lucky, we'll finish this in the first half of next week's episode. Then they'll start another episode at the second half.
That's my only hope.
Oh God, I hate when they do that, but I'll take it here. I'll take it here.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the episodes this week. Anything else you want to add, Mr. Box?
No.
All right, so you know what that means? That means it's it for the highlighted comment or highlighted episode or TV show highlights, which means that's it for this week's episode. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think about some of the news this week. Are you going to be getting a letter from Ushio?
Oh.
Are you sad to see the Kishi Honoka withdrawal? Let us know some of your thoughts on that. Are you following Fujiyoshi Karin on IG? Let us know, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.